to consolidate efforts to fight Ebola in West Africa, about which the last WHO report of November 14 indicated more than 14,000 cases and a total of 5,000 deaths, the heads of state and government of the Economic Community of West African States held in Accra, Ghana, on November 6, a special session chaired by John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic of Ghana and Chairman of Ecowas. The summit expressed deep concern about the negative impact of the Ebola virus disease on the economies of countries directly affected, on human security, and on social and humanitarian situation in the region.
When we speak of 13,567 reported cases of Ebola, we speak of 13,567 human lives. We speak also of the countless other lives that are joined to those individuals in their families and in their communities. We speak of the countless other people who may also come in contact with those 13,567 individuals. These are healthcare workers, teachers, friends, complete strangers, people in schools, churches, mosques, and other places of worship, or on airplanes and buses, at the market, at funerals, at weddings. We are all, each and every one of us, sometimes unknown to us, affected by this deadly virus. So we gather here today, each and every one of us, not just as heads of state or representatives of our nations and organizations, but as human beings heeding the urgent call for help that has been issued by other human beings.
At this summit, which was attended by 8 heads of state, they reaffirmed their determination to continue, through mutual support and coordination, their efforts to fight against Ebola. To ensure the effectiveness of all these endeavors, the conference has appointed the President of the Republic of Togo, Faure Gnassingbé, to monitor the response and eradication process of the Ebola disease. Several recommendations were made to member states, the Ecowas Commission, and the international community.
Les chefs d'État ont renforcé leur coordination.
The heads of state reinforced their coordination. They have decided on the actions to be taken at the national level with the ECOWAS institutions and asked development partners for a more important assistance to the efforts, but also in terms of research for a vaccine and therapy, and equally increased research efforts in the region. So we have some type of roadmap in the region that we will try to implement for our region to overcome this deadly disease.
Pour la victoire de notre région contre cette terrible maladie.
The summit also commended the contributions made to the ECOWAS Regional Solidarity Fund in the fight against Ebola by some member states, namely Benin, Burkina Faso, Ivory Coast, Mali, Nigeria, Senegal, and Sierra Leone. In addition, it invited all other states to honor their commitments towards the fund. The international community and the private sector are also expected to contribute. The West African Economic and Monetary Union seized this opportunity to give a check of $1,500,000 through its president, Boni Yayi, for Guinea, Sierra Leone, and Liberia.
Pour exprimer la solidarité de notre Union à l'endroit, disons, des
This shows the solidarity of our union to the countries hit by this pandemic, and I think the resolutions we have taken today show our willpower, if need be, to come up with an adequate response to put an end to this pandemic.
Énormément de choses ont été faites, d'abord dans les pays infestés, mais aussi dans des pays.
Several things have been done in affected countries, but also in nearby countries where efforts have been done and commended, namely in the case of Senegal and Nigeria.
Sénégal, en tout cas, comme la plupart des pays, décidé de mettre une contribution. Le Sénégal va déjà donner $1 million pour le fonds.
As most countries, as Senegal, we have decided to give a contribution of $1 million to the Solidarity Fund for the fight against Ebola in the ECOWAS, and we will gradually lift all the restrictions at the borders while maintaining health controls at entrance. We ask for international cooperation so we can mobilize funds and the countries affected directly support it.
Besides the Ebola virus disease, the heads of states at the extraordinary summit reviewed the political and security situation in Burkina Faso in the wake of the forced departure of President Blaise Compaoré. To facilitate political dialogue, the heads of state of Ghana, Nigeria and Senegal went to Burkina Faso prior to the summit. The presidency has decided to set up a contact group chaired by the President Macky Sall and supported by the sitting president of the conference, John Dramani Mahama.